Keep in mind, none of these shoes are good or bad. Hey everyone, and welcome back on the channel. My name is Alex, and in today's video we are looking at the best daily trainers in 2022. So far I only know that it's May, so only 1/3 of the year has elapsed, but still I think it's a good moment to reflect a bit on all the shoes we tested and reviewed on the channel. This video is presented as a graph, as a chart. On the horizontal axis you have the firmness or softness of the shoe, so going from left very firm to right very soft, and on the vertical axis you have the dynamism of the shoe, going from dull at the bottom to very dynamic at the top. I hope this is clear. For each shoe you get, of course, the name of the shoe, but also two ratings: comfort, the C, and stability, the little S, ranked from 1 or 0 to 5 stars. This is my personal rating based on my test and review. Keep in mind, none of these shoes are good or bad. They're all made for different runners with different needs and different preferences. You have in the description of the video all the links to these shoes at our EU partner Top for Running with the discount code that I will put also in the description, and our US partner Running Warehouse. You can find all these shoes at these two shops places, and it really helps the channel if you're purchasing them via our partner. Let's go, let's dive into the chart. So let's begin with the On Cloudrunner, a shoe that doesn't have a standalone review on the channel. It's on the firm side of things, 100%. But it's quite dynamic. It is very stable, 5 stars out of 5. The comfort isn't top notch, in my opinion. I had some pinky toe chafing, rubbing in this shoe in both feet, which doesn't happen very often. And the upper is a bit too plush and too thick for summertime, so only 2 out of 5. Then we move on to the Scott Pursuit. This is a shoe that I reviewed end of 2021. And it's here because it's still available, and I don't think Scott has the intention to update it with a new version this year, so it's still very relevant in this chart. Very comfortable shoe, I must admit, despite some heel slippage action there, but quite okay and very, very stable. It's on the firm side of things, and it's a bit more dull than other shoes here in this chart. Very rocker ride if you're looking for that. This is one that has a very nice geometry, very rocker ride. Kiprun KS900, the latest review on the channel. You can go check it out. Kiprun from Decathlon. It's a very nicely priced shoe at 120 euros, releasing mid-May. Not the most comfortable out there, to be honest, in terms of upper and fit, but still, you know, it's fine. However, quite stable, and for the price point, go check the review if you want to hear more, but for the price point I think it's a good deal, especially given the predicted durability. By the way guys, if you want to compare metrics for all the shoes, width of the platform, durometer score, sizing advice, don't hesitate, go on the website metaendurance.com and use the Shoe Super tool. It's made for you, it's made for that, to compare shoes between them and see which one works best for you, maybe, you know, in correlation with this video. Craft CTM Ultra 2, same here, doesn't have a standalone video yet, not sure it's gonna have one. This is a very, very underrated shoe in my opinion. Very stable ride and quite comfortable. The upper is super thin, and thanks to that it will be very breathable for summertime. It requires, for most people I know, a runner's knot to have a nicer heel lockdown. And be careful with the sizing, because US sizes are not necessarily aligned with EU sizes at Craft. So make sure you pick your US size, true to size for this shoe. But same here, use the Shoe Super tool, it's indicated in there. It has quite a dynamic ride on the firmer side, but very dynamic, so it ranks quite high on the vertical axis. Let's go then to the Nike Pegasus 39, full review releasing soon. So this is a little preview of how it looks. It's at the middle of that firm to soft scale, not necessarily super soft, but you know, somewhere in between, quite cushioned. And with those air bags in the forefoot, that also adds a bit of cushion, a different type of cushion. So it's not that plush cushion in the forefoot, but we'll come back to that in the full review releasing soon. It's a very comfortable shoe, very comfortable fit. Pegasus, you know, entry level, but very reliable and versatile type of shoe. Not super stable, so it only gets 2 stars out of 5 in terms of stability. Then we move on to the Cloudmonster. This one gets 4 stars for the comfort, despite a bit of a baggy upper, to be honest, something that I'm not really a fan of, but it works quite well on the Cloudmonster. And it's a very surprisingly stable shoe, also surprisingly soft and dynamic for on-running shoes, especially soft. On-running has some dynamic shoes, but some dynamic rides, but this is very surprisingly soft. Let's move on to the lower right-hand corner of the chart. Adidas Solarglide 5. This one was a bit tricky to rate. I think it has a decent comfort, 3 stars out of 5, but still nothing to write home about. And same for the stability. Overall, you know, I think for the price point, it's interesting if you're a fan of the Solar and the Boost family of shoes at Adidas. Other than that, nothing to write home about, and I think that the 3 out of 5 stars here reflect that quite nicely. Asics Nimbus Lite 3. Biggest concern here is, of course, stability, but this is not a shoe that people with stability needs would buy anyways, so stay out of the Nimbus Lite 3 way if you are looking for a stable ride. I don't think it's super comfortable. That stretchy tongue wasn't working for me, and overall I didn't have the best fit experience with it, so only 3 stars out of 5. Nike Pegasus Trail 3, and this is a 2021 shoe, I know, but I only got my hands on it in January. It's very comfortable, and that stretchy heel color works quite nicely. Not very stable, and it's quite dull in terms of ride, so it's low on that vertical axis. Last but not least, Asics Nimbus 24, more comfortable I think than the Nimbus Lite 3, despite sharing the same stretchy tongue. A bit more comfortable. I'm not sure it's going to be very breathable for summertime, so keep that in mind. And it's more stable. It has that Trustic system in the medial side, and that helps with stability. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your run today, enjoy your ride, go beyond your limits. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.